Are you using or thinking of using agentic AI or AI agents in your team or wider in your organization? Well, maybe you should, but there's some things to be careful of. I read a story recently about a business owner who set an AI agent on his customer database to clean up the database and just sort out a few things. And to his horror, the agent deleted the entire database and all the backups within 9 seconds. And it made big news. So if you look up the story, I'm sure you can find it fairly easily. So this is the power of AI agents, and it's the risk of AI agents, but it's not all bad. So an AI agent, think of it like other agents in your life, like a travel agent. So we went to Europe recently and we engaged a travel agent, Linda, to look after flights to and from Europe. And we did the internal flights and all our train trips and other things ourselves. But for those long flights, we wanted to entrust it to a travel agent. So we asked Linda, we told her the sort of dates we were looking at and asked her to look for flights and get back to us with some options. And she did. And then we talked about it, made a decision, and then gave her credit card details for her to book the flights for us. So that's the way that a lot of people typically use a travel agent. But let's look at the extreme version of that. Another option could have been that we said to Linda, look, we want to go to Europe around about these dates. We haven't decided exactly what dates. Can you look up some flights? Here are credit card details. And then just go ahead, make the bookings on the dates that you think will suit us, and then get back to us. Okay, so that's giving the agent a little bit more power. Now, you might not feel comfortable doing that. We certainly didn't, because we wanted to have some input into that decision making, but you might. Especially if, for example, like if you've got a travel agent looking after all your business travel. Let's say we gave Linda access to all our calendars, and she knew the sort of things that we choose, the sort of airlines that we fly or not fly, whether we travel through the Middle East or not. She'd know the sort of times we want to arrive and the sort of times we leave and so on. Then you might feel more comfortable giving a Linda access to all that information and say, look, just go ahead and do the bookings for us. You know us well enough to be able to make that booking. So where do you sit when you're working with a travel agent? And that's the sort of thing you should think about when using AI agents as well. Like decide how much you're going to let them do things for you, how much autonomy they're going to have, where you're going to intervene, where you'd like them to give you information to review. In the same way as if you delegate some work to one of your team members, you do the same thing, wouldn't you? Somebody that's worked with you for a long time, you might trust them to make decisions without any input from you. And all you have to do is just sign off on the decision, or maybe not even that. They have the authority to do that because you trust them to do that. But on the other hand, if you're just starting to work with somebody for the first time, it doesn't matter what expertise they've got, you might still want to have some back and forth and some milestones and some checking in. And this is the same with AI agents. So how are you going to use AI agents in your workplace and in your team and in your organization? If you'd like to know more about this, I'm running a free public online presentation soon, which is all about AI at work. And we'll talk about some of this, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the very ugly, in this case, of what AI agents can do and should do and maybe shouldn't do in your team. So it is open to everybody. So please register and invite others in your team and your network to register as well. I'm sure you'll get value from it. I'll see you in the future.